say I'm good and I go to bed early and I'm wide awake like 3 hours later, 3.5 hours later. I made a delicious salad for me and my mom, and then I accidentally left it out all night and all day. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, I accidentally left this salad out all night. I mean, it's not like it's boiling hot in the house, but we didn't get the air conditioner filter yet, and so I haven't been able to keep listening on the air conditioner. But I gave my mom a choice. I said, you do not have to eat this, Mom. I'm going to eat it. I always go back to the same thing. I never saw anybody get sick, and we used to, in hot weather, leave stuff out on open at cookouts, you know. It'd sit out all day long and we'd eat it and no one ever got sick. This is inside my house, covered, but it was 19 hours, unfortunately. Could my mom and I get sick? Sure. But that's what I always go back to. And then in the olden days, they didn't refrigerate anything. Also, you know how often I've left my soup sitting out and not refrigerated for days, you know. Once it was cooked, my vegetable would get vegetables. It would cool down, and I never got sick. I took the chance. We both ate it. If we did get sick, it certainly, you know, I'm sure it wouldn't be like, it'd be food poisoning or something, but it wouldn't be as bad as for my mom, as all her ordeals recently, the lithium toxicity thing. And then the last time she was in this hospital, you know, she lands in the ER with 104 temperature. You know what I mean? Obviously, I hope we don't get sick for her sake, because she's the type, you know, she'll think, oh, well, I should never eat anything Laura makes again, and that would really be to her detriment, because, you know, all this food I make for her far outweighs her potentially getting sick one time, and it would be both of us, you know. I'm wide awake, I'm agitated. I recently shared those texts with my mom. I also told her about something that happened that I can't share out here. Ever. But it's something that's plaguing me. I also never told my mom how I spent that night in the ER not that long ago, the first time she was in that hospital. It wasn't even far from my home when I fell down down, shit-faced, and refused to get up and started crying again all of a sudden. That was all she wrote. But according to Stody, I'm a fraud, and I don't deserve to be on disability, and I'm just perfectly whatever, and I'm just, oh God. Stody and other like-minded individuals that can't stand me. Yeah, whatever. You don't live inside my head. I want to get back into therapy just so I can talk about what I can't talk about out here. Told my mom. She was in disbelief, of course. Any rational person on this planet would be. Any rational person on this planet would side with me. That much I do know. I can't even believe it. But I can't let it go either. Every time you think something can't possibly happen, it does. You know, it's like, because you can't believe that people would actually do what they actually do, you know. All I do is go back to what a good fucking, you just don't even know. At jobs, I was a goody two-shoes. I never did anything wrong. I never, you know, I just was above and beyond conscientious and whatever. The arrogance of some people who, you know, they only have a job because of customers, because of whatever, and they just blows my fucking mind. Blows my goddamn fucking mind. You don't even, couldn't even fathom the degree to which I wish I could share it. Can't even fathom it. I mean, I wish I could share it and reveal everything. I cannot do that, no. I'm not even, already not even remotely as safe as I would wish to be the case. So a 72-year-old man, taxi driver, found $187,000 in cash in the back of his taxi cab. Cash. He did the right thing. He turned it into the police. They tracked down the owner. Turns out it was a homeless guy. And I hate to say it, but it turns out it was legitimate. He'd gotten inheritance. But if he could that easily leave it behind in a cab, it's gonna wind up gone. I can predict it. It's gonna wind up stolen, or he could wind up dead. I mean, I just don't think this is gonna end well at all for somebody just carrying around $200,000 and leaving it behind in a taxi cab. He got an inheritance, and the policeman convinced him to give the guy a reward. He's homeless, he's probably mentally ill, and he's going to carry around that much money. Something's going to happen to him. Well, we might never know, we won't know, but I predict it. Because nobody's in their right frame of mind is going to carry around that much money and then leave it behind. Just the fact that he left it behind once, okay? He left it behind. He could easily leave it behind anywhere. This taxi driver was honest. Someone else could have just kept the money and that guy would have been out with $187,000. You know what I mean? But if that kind of story doesn't give you pause to think, then you're not a thinker. Because it's gonna end badly, I can tell you, on one way or the other. Anyone who can leave behind that much money they just have received, the fact that he's carrying it around, he's probably mentally ill. He could be severely mentally ill. They wanted to interview him, but I mean, he was smart enough to not be interviewed because then he's a sitting duck, you know. He's probably doesn't trust banks. Maybe he can't even get a bank account. He's probably just going to carry that money around, and sooner or later something will happen. I mean, he just got it. He just got it, and he leaves it behind in the damn taxi. What does that tell you? So it's in its rightful owner's hands because the taxi driver was honest, but who knows what's going to happen with that. Especially now that the story's out, and we know people know where it happened. You know, it's a lot of fucking money. And the story gets around, and someone can start attacking homeless men just to possibly get their hands on that much money, you know. Nowadays, people would kill you for a pack of gum. I went to bed early and I just wanted to sleep straight through, and of course it didn't happen, but I went to Captive. Finally watched that movie Captive with my mom. True story, very powerful, but of course all the religious shit's going to upset me. As you guys know, in the end, I go back to this single thing that is always going to cause me to never believe what they believe. Of course, they're at peace and I'm in hell, but, you know, here we have it. It was a good movie, though. True story. I liked it way more than I liked War Room. Considering I really didn't like War Room at all. But Captive was good. And it definitely was a powerful story that could speak to even an atheist. It's just good. I'm definitely not an atheist. If they read from that book that it's just such bullshit to me. Just like it was bullshit to the killer, but I don't know. Life cannot be tied up in that little package that way. Not in my unwavering opinion, anyway. I mean, in the way that that book tries to tie up life, you know. Tie it up in pretty pink paper and a pretty pink bow. If you're able to swallow it down, a client and secret, you'll be happy. Oh, music choice at Edge of a Revolution. It had those little blurbs, you know, did you know, blah blah. And Chad and Avril got engaged 1 fucking month after they started dating. And it didn't work out between them in the end. Surprise, surprise. I don't think I knew that one. I thought it was 6 months. According to that, did you know it was 1 fucking month after dating they got engaged. I think they got married. Was it 6 months afterwards? So it's 1 month they got engaged and it's 6 months. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. No surprise that it didn't work out. He put off getting married for so long and then he just, I don't know. I imagine that most marriages that are rushed like that don't end well. I'm sure there are exceptions to everything, but that's my take on it. You don't even know the fucking person. You're just in a fantasy. Well, the person into reality sets in. This isn't even making me sleepy. And I've been doing the tart, organic tart cherry juice and the walnuts. Especially the tart cherry juice. I've read about that, about it has natural melatonin. It was even an Inside Edition featured on how to get a good night's sleep. Captive was a true story from back in 2005 or something like that. 11 years ago. cousin, I stayed her that one day when my aunt died. This time I'm supposed to come for a few days. I won't be going one day. The family could go to course. I mean, my mom knows the text, but again, my mom's, you know, in a rock and a hard place because Auntie smears my name left and right. My mom never will have the strength to defend me, and, you know. But I had every right to share the text with my mom, the back and forth, so she could see. And, Selena said, of course you have a right. You have a right to tell your mom you're sorry, you know. I don't know. This isn't the cousin that fucked over me, my mom. You guys know that. It's her sister. It's the other one who stayed that one time. And I actually enjoyed getting to know her. What will I say though? I don't know. Auntie and I don't see eye to eye when it comes to my mom, and my auntie and I will never see eye to eye when it comes to my mom. Auntie's, you know, unable to truly respect regarding our differing opinions. You know, that's it in a nutshell. My mom could see from the tags it wasn't me swearing at Auntie. It wasn't me calling Auntie a nutcase and a head case, etc. Just the opposite. I don't need to even be pseudo friends with someone like that. The prices I have to forever bow down to her regarding everything, even when it comes to my legitimate concern for my mom. No, won't do it. Do I want to get into it with my cousin who I only see once in a blue moon? No. Auntie's smart. She won't even bring me up at all at the fucking cook-up. My mom will tell me everything. Mom will never stand up for me. And I don't condemn my mom for that. She's simply not strong enough. But she will tell me every little thing. Mom doesn't remember ever seeing Never-Ending Story with the flying dog. And I actually was, fiddling around Comcast On Demand, and that's, I told him, that's from like 1984. That's like over 30 years ago. Something. It's out there. We should watch it. Because one wants to see The Secret Life of Pets. If I wasn't living around my mom, I would not go to see living in another state, I would not go see The Secret Life of Pets by myself, like in the theater or whatever, but I would rent it at some point. My mom wants to see it in the theater. We're gonna see it. It's not even out yet. And I asked her if she wanted to see Independence Day. I can't remember the original one at all. I can remember that I liked it, but I can't remember it. And then the sequel's coming almost 20 years later. No Will Smith. He opted out of being a part of it. Can't believe that fucking 12-year-old girl was on a high-speed chase. Know how they stopped her? The grandmother's car had a thing where the car manufacturer can stop it, or something, or maybe the security she has on it can stop for remote control, and they called up and said, you need to stop this car. The girl was lucky. She was weaving in and out of traffic. I mean, she can drive, obviously. How she learned to drive, I don't know. And again, I don't know her race. It didn't say. It doesn't matter. The fact is, no matter what race she is, she's a friggin' idiot, and she deserves to be punished. She's gonna be punished in juvenile court. She evaded the officers. She put everyone in danger. She put her 7-year-old sister, who was in the back seat, in danger. She was speeding over like 120 miles an hour. I'd like to know what happens with that story. Speaking of like to know, sometimes these stories are in the news, but they take a long time to resolve. Like, you don't know if someone gets punished. I don't know if that popcorn defense guy, the one who blew that guy away in the movie theater, the guy who was, texting his young daughter during movie previews, that guy was an ex-cop. I hope he went to jail. And I have to find that out. Sometimes you follow these certain things for a while, but they don't go to trial for a while or whatnot, and then they go to the back of your mind because something else comes up, I do want to know what happened with that. What I was hearing, not too many people were on that guy's side regarding his little popcorn defense. He felt threatened because the guy threw popcorn at him. We still don't know if he had the gun, if he in the movie theater, he went out to get it, and then premeditated. I don't know. He's an example of someone, he's just ready to snap, and that was the night he snapped, and a young woman lost her husband, and a young little girl lost her daddy in an instant. Plus, he could have killed innocent bystanders while trying to kill the one guy who was texting during the previews, Unreal. You never heard a peep from it in the news again. That's weird to me, too, and I watch the news every fucking night. You never heard a peep from it again, as far as I know about that. I don't know why. I'd really like to know. Another Uber driver incident. I don't know how often those happen. They do background checks on the people, but the background checks don't mean shit. Woman got assaulted. The driver asked her to sit in the front seat, and she was coming home at night or something. In the end, she was sexually assaulted. Maybe just groped or something. I don't think she was actually raped, but I don't know. They're recommending, if you ever take an Uber, you take a picture and have it on your phone and send it to your friend or something. Or you send it to whoever, or you send it to where you're going, or I'm getting in this Uber if I'm not home in X amount of minutes, call the cops, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't talked to Joe or Selena on the phone at all. In a while. I have talked to Selena. This is where I'm cut out though. Now that I think about it. And I talked to them. Lena and Joe and Amy. I didn't even go on my computer for days at all. And I just need a break.